Hey everyone, Blaze here. Welcome to a vlog-like video. I am in the process of sorting out my anime collection. May has been the month that I decided to do pickup videos for the last 2 years, and I want to do the same thing this year. Not pickup videos, sorry, collection videos. So like my entire anime collection or whatever. And yeah, I've been recently wanting to move things around. um, because I was running out of space, and partly that was due to obviously having way too much fucking stuff. um, but it was also partly due to things just not being optimized in the collection. Like there were certain shelves that were slightly more empty than others, and if I just move things around, I might end up creating space. So that's partly what I've been trying to do. For example, this is where the shonen section was, and it's now where the horror and supernatural type stuff is, and yeah, look at all that space it's got to breathe into. Like, so that's a significant amount of space. And also, I just recently rewatched Scrap Princess, and I had this figure ages ago, and I could never get it to go together, and that was because I needed to file down one of the connections, and now she works. She can now go together, which is cool. Anyway, Scrap Princess is a great show. I just finished rewatching it, as I said, on the Blu-ray down there. It's amazing. I still love that show. Anyway, so yeah, I've been moving things around, but I didn't really have a plan, which has led to this absolute disaster. These are all my Blu-rays. For a brief moment, I thought maybe I'll put all my Blu-rays together, because I've never done that before, because I've never really felt the need to have separate Blu-ray from DVD, as if, I mean, obviously one is superior than the other, but to me it's just like, it's the show that counts. I don't really care if it's on Blu-ray or on DVD, necessarily, anyway. I don't need to separate them as if my DVDs are infecting my Blu-rays or something. But I thought it might be cool to see what they all look like together, so I did have them up where those were, and they took up like 4 shelves or whatever it was. And yeah, it was kind of cool, but also, and it was all alphabetized, but I just didn't like it. Like, it wasn't genre sorted, which is what I prefer. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing. So that I've moved my NIS stuff from this shelf down to here for some reason, which I don't really know. Like, one of the cool things about having it all down here is that it kind of all fits together. Like, I have a space here left for the last NIS edition that I need to get, which is If Her Flag Breaks. And once I have that, I'll have every single NIS edition and NIS Premium Edition that's been out and available, and probably will be forever, I suspect. And I also obviously have Genjiken and Cardcaptor Sakura just above it, which are the other two that I deliberately move elsewhere in the collection, so they're matched up with their genre, their franchises. So you've got all the Genjiken there, and the Cardcaptor Sakura and the movies just there. But yeah, I don't know if I really like having them down there, especially since I was planning to buy a small bookcase to go here, which will eventually store my art books and soundtracks, and it will protrude slightly out. It'll go to about here, and it will come out to probably about here, which means these won't, not only will you not be able to see these very well, but you also won't be able to get them out. So I don't think these are going to be able to stay here, which means I'll need to move things around. That's kind of the problem. Like, I just wanted to move things around just to freshen it up a bit, as well as maximize space and optimize space, but oh man, it's a bit of a nightmare. Like, there's just so much stuff. Like, I seriously need to it's really difficult. Like, I need less stuff. Like, I need less anime. It's a nice position to be in, granted, but I do need less. It's just the way it is. But the problem is, I like so much anime, and there's so much anime. Like, I have an interest in not just shows in particular, but the whole concept, the whole media art form of anime I really like. So I like to check out lots of different stuff, and I don't necessarily have, like, I value other things more than others. Like, I really love Fullmetal Alchemist, and you know, stuff like that. But I also really like my shit stuff, or just middle of the road stuff, and it's stuff that I still like to own. But the problem is, as I've said in other videos before, when you own that stuff, you just run out of space. At least I do. Like, when you have that much of an interest, and you kind of have want to get your paws on everything almost to some regard, it just becomes a bit crazy, you know. And the most difficult thing is stuff like OVAs and things like that. Like, I have a huge love for OVAs. Like, we got a bunch here. Like, we got Birth, Bounty Dog, Blame, Battle Angel Alita, Macross Plus, Meisenkaiser, Megazone 23, Macross 2. There's that, and that's just one little section there, and they're spread out all over the collection, but they take up so much space. Like, they take up a ton of space, and, you know, it's sort of sad in some ways, because it's meant just recently that I've been buying I haven't been buying collector's editions, not because I don't necessarily want them, but I had to, like, rein myself back on that, because like, they just take up too much space. Like, for example, here's a spoiler from, like, a recent pickup, or a pickup video in the future or whatever, but I picked up My Love Story, the complete collection on Blu-ray, but I only got the normal standard edition. The collector's edition takes up like the equivalent of like 6 DVDs on the shelf. It's a massive set, but it's a beautiful set, and this is supposed to be a really, really, really good show, and I think I'll really love it. So it's a show that I might not have minded getting the collector's edition for. Obviously, the advantage of not buying the collector's edition is it's way cheaper, and it takes up way less space. But it's one of those things where there are other ones, like Sentai are doing some amazing collector's editions right now. Like their Food Wars one, which again, not sure I'm that crazy about, but their Food Wars collector's edition with the bento box and everything is amazing. And like, I actually like their I like the one they did for Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon quite a lot. I apologise for the kids next door. They're on the other side of the wall. We have thin walls in like a semi-detached house. There's, you know, 2 houses built together with a wall down the middle, whatever. And yeah, there's little kids next door having fun after coming home from school. But anyway, yeah, so just, this is a bit of a nightmare right now. It's kind of what this is. I just kind of wanted to do the video like this, just to be able to, I don't know, vent about this stuff, because I'm sitting here right now going, I don't know where to put anything. It's a nightmare. Like, look at the shonen stuff. It takes up so much fucking space. Like, what do you do with that? Like, you've got all of the One Piece stuff, which takes up half a shelf, and that's only up to episode 330. I'm so far behind on these. They're like up to almost, I think they're up to episode 500 now. I'm pretty sure they're in the Marineford arc on the Funimation releases, so I'm missing Thriller Bark, Impel Down, or whatever it's called, and Marineford as well. So yeah, I'm really far behind. But honestly, this is the part of one after this, or maybe actually after this volume here. I've seen all the One Piece all the way up to like 700 episodes or something. So yeah, but anything after this, I think One Piece isn't as good. That was the last time that One Piece was amazing for me. After that, I still think it's really, really great, but it's nowhere near as good as it used to be. Anyway, but yeah, like all the Dragon Ball Z takes up a bunch of space. Naruto takes up a ton of space. I've downgraded all of the shiny box sets to these ones that save a bit of space. These take up half as much space, but man, I wish standard definition Blu-rays were a thing and I could have all of Naruto in a single small box set. I talked about that before, but man, I wish that was a thing. Instead of these upscales like Bleach is getting, like, I'd be all over a standard definition box set of like the whole show or something, or even half the show in like 3 Blu-ray cases or something. I'd be all over that. Because it would save us so much space. Like, it would be fantastic for longer shows like that. But yeah, because obviously Inuyasha's the same, although there's smaller sets for that. But yeah, it's just I don't really know how to finish this video anymore. I was just kind of talking and talking and talking. It's just difficult, you know. I actually watched earlier today Simply G. I'll put a link to her channel in the description thing. I watched her collection video today, And I think like her collection looks really beautiful. Like it's really nicely presented. She's got all these really cool like figures for some of her favorite shows. You know, I don't necessarily. It's not that I don't like figures. I actually do like figures. They're just so bloody expensive for what they are. But yeah, like she has those like scattered in between the collection, and like, it's sort of like mine. Like, I have a relatively nice setup. I just have too much stuff. That's the problem. Like she has a lot of stuff, but she also, I feel like, is reining it in. She doesn't just have everything. She just has the stuff that she really cares about for the most part, I think. That's how I took it. And she's got like a ton of manga. Like I have manga. It's all up there. It's double stacked. It's not presented in any form that is pretty to look at all. It's just like, here's everything minus like some Black Lagoon volumes that I've got. But yeah, this is like everything all in one giant fucking thing. And yeah, I need to get rid of this shelving unit primarily. And there's all my Asian cinema stuff as well, which it's kind of annoying that it's all just here. It was down there on those shelves, like the three bottom shelves, but I just had to move it because the anime has a higher priority for me, and yeah, so it's all just in this cubicle now that you can't really see. So I got the blind down. I don't like having the blind up in the day very much. I get a nice little bit of light coming through the bottom, and that's fine. But yeah, and then we got some more of all the DVDs for the Hong Kong stuff. Asian stuff. These are all Blu-rays apart from that. And then we got my normal movies, quote unquote normal, like the Hollywood movies or whatever, pretty much, although that's a Norwegian film. But yeah, there's way more of these I'd like to get. I'd like to have a section for other stuff that I care about that isn't anime, but anime just takes over everything. It takes over everything. I need to start prioritizing things, and it's hard, man. It's really hard, for me anyway. Because yeah, I got my art books there. Like I said, I'd like to have a little section down there at some point, but there's some Sega Saturn stuff in there I need to get rid of, some old PS3 stuff. There's a big space down here with some old Scrap Princess figures that are very dusty and have kind of like all fallen around and stuff. Unfortunately, just need to sort all that stuff out, because I kind of just threw everything in there at some point because I was just running out of space. Then we've got a bunch of stuff here, which is just overflow. That box is filled with DVDs I need to sell. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to stop this video because holy crap, it's almost 13 minutes. I can't make a short video. I literally cannot make a short video. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to continue doing this, and at some point this month there will be a collection video, and that will show you the final product of what I end up deciding to do. But yeah, I don't know. I talked about it last year, that I really need to, start downsizing and prioritizing certain things, and I didn't really do it. Or I didn't do it. Nothing really about it, I just didn't do it. And yeah, I did it in the sense, like I said, I got, the smaller version of My Love Story and things like that. I stopped buying the bigger box sets, and I was able to occasionally, when I saw something cheap, just go, do you know what, I don't need it. I generally don't think I don't need it. But there's so much anime I'm interested in. That's the problem. It's the problem I've come to realise, that there's just so much I really want to watch. And there's so little time and so little space to store all that stuff. So, anyway, I'm Blaze. Thanks for watching, I guess. I'm not really sure what this video is, I just felt like doing it. So yeah, I'm Blaze. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.